Right here in East Texas, clearing land. This is the same property we've been looking at that been running the dozer rake. This field is probably one of the worst fields that I've seen in a long time for as far as having a lot of prickly pears in it. This has been went through here first with the track hoe and dug out all of the mesquites, and then came in here with the dozer with the rake on it and raked this entire property. One of the main goals was, of course, to stack up all the brush, but then it's also important to get the prickly pears uprooted. So you can see all these pear leaves scattered around on the ground here. It's kind of a mess. That's about the way it's going to look after it's been raked with the dozer. The dozer will push a lot of the pear leaves up into the brush piles like you see here. Of course, there's still a lot of dirt in there with them, but it's mostly pear leaves. Then after done with the dozer rake, the next step is to come in with the tractor with the stick rake. And the first thing I did was I raked the property east and west, and now I'm raking it north and south. And you're basically laying this off in squares about 100 yards, and you're going to build a little windrow like I've built right here of debris that you know, it's going to be piles that mostly have a lot of pears in the piles. So this side here has been raked once. This has been raked east and west, and you can see there's still a lot of leaves out here. And then this has been raked the second time, north and south. And as you can see, the ground is looking a lot cleaner. There's still an occasional leaf here and there. A lot of these are actually going to be plants that are still rooted, and the rake cannot uproot these. So these have to be uprooted before the rake can pick them up. So basically the stick rake on the second pass is going to pick up pretty much everything that is not rooted. There's still a little bit around, but it'll do a pretty good job. If you stack up your debris in rows like this, there's another row out there, runs the whole length of this field, and down here there's another row about 100 yards. Stack it up in rows like this, and then come in here with a some kind of a rake on the front end, either with a skid steer or with a farm tractor or whatever, and push these windrows, push them up into the brush piles. Burn what you can, and then the next step will be to come back and clean up after the burning, clean up what's left of the brush piles and bury it. But hopefully, you know, when you're done, you're going to end up with the ground that looks pretty much like this. It'll be pretty well leveled, and it'd be a good time to throw some grass seed down to get some grass going in here. There'll be a pear leaf every now and then, but for the most part, it'll be pretty clean.